Have you ever watched someone lose everything they stole from you? My older brother Ryan had been stealing credit for my work since we were kids. In high school, I rebuilt a car engine and Ryan told everyone he'd supervised the whole thing. Whenever I tried to set the record straight, people would say I was being jealous, that I should be grateful Ryan was looking out for me. This continued at Dad's woodworking shop. Our grandfather had taught me his special joinery techniques when I was 12, while Ryan was too busy with friends to learn them. I still had the custom tools grandfather made for me before he died. When clients came for pieces I'd spent months on, Ryan would explain the work like he'd made it himself. See how these dovetails lock together perfectly? He'd say about my mahogany dining set. Takes years to master this technique. He'd bring clients through while I was working. This is my younger brother. Got good hands. I guide his design work. They'd be impressed, not realizing he was reading off my sketches taped to the workbench. Anything I did alone apparently lacked a family touch. Dad started believing I needed Ryan watching over me to make anything good. He'd say Ryan understood our legacy, and I had talent, but needed his business sense. Last month, I walked into Dad's office to grab some sandpaper and heard them talking. Ryan was showing Dad photos of my latest project on his phone. This is what we've been working on, Ryan said, but mostly I've been guiding him through it. You know how he gets ahead of himself without structure. Dad was nodding along. This is why the shop needs you running things, son. Your brother's skilled, but he doesn't have your vision. I stood frozen outside the door while Ryan kept talking. Once you retire next week and sign the deed over, I'll keep him on. He needs the work, and I could use an extra pair of hands. He paused. Maybe in a few years he'll be ready for more responsibility. Dad agreed right away. The boy needs structure. You'll give him that. The thing that made me feel sick was Ryan's tone when he thought I couldn't hear him. He wasn't trying to hide how happy he was. He knew I was the one who understood grandfather's techniques and could read his old blueprints. He knew I knew which wood to pick for each project, but none of that mattered because he'd convinced Dad I was just a pair of hands following his directions. The day Dad announced Ryan would inherit the workshop, I packed grandfather's tools and notebooks, left the mayor's half-finished entertainment center, and put my resignation letter on the workbench. Ryan found it and laughed. You'll be back in a week. Where else are you gonna work? As I kept packing, he went from calling me dramatic to angrily yelling about abandoning the family. We can work something out, he said, his voice getting desperate. I'll give you a raise. We'll be partners. I took a hardware store job the next day. Ryan called 15 times that week while Dad called me ungrateful. But I was done being Ryan's uncredited talent, even as he took 3 new orders. The first commission was due 3 weeks after I left. Ryan called me 23 times that day, but I didn't answer once. The client rejected the piece completely because the proportions were wrong and the joints were loose.